Good afternoon everybody, it's Matthew and it's 4:06 PM here in the UK on the 29th of the 1st 2017, and I just want to go through things that I've seen in the skies, and also I've had reports and also emails of other people that have seen these same objects up there in the skies as well. We all know the sun is in big trouble right now. It's burning twice as hot because we are in a binary system. Nemesis, the sun's evil twin, is here now. It's so evident in the skies, the red haze on the horizons, the strange clouds that we see up there in the skies as well. These chemtrails that are spraying our sun every single day. The military, the government, they're all at hiding the binary system. Nibiru is very, very real. Government and the powers to be don't want it to come out. Now, I have also seen other celestial bodies up there and objects moving across the sky at night time. These objects are basically, I believe, that are being controlled by other beings up there in the vastness of space. They are huge interstellar starships that are about 2 light years away from us, that orbit around our solar system, our planets, and they're watching us. They know that Nibiru is coming in. They have seen this time and time before of the Earth's changes, and also the Martians being on Mars. The Nibiru system had scraped past Mars. Now beforehand, they evacuated Mars. This is what I believe, and I've read a few books on this as well. There is so many things that we don't know about our universe. There is big, huge celestial bodies out there in our solar system that's been knocked off course by the Nibiru system. Wormwood is real, acts like a comet, and it's huge. It's the worrying object that is heading our way. We're all part of the Nibiru system, and it's just basically finding out for the truth. Because when I started doing the channel, I searched and tried to get my head around it, where I was thinking, is this real? Is it not? But the more I was researching and the more I was seeing these other reports coming in, I was taking snippets. I was reading in between the lines of the conversations, and it just totally blew me away to realize that there is some truth about this. Yes, of course, government and NASA are not going to say anything, are they? They will deground everybody. They will put them down and make them look like they're just liars and dreamers. But at the end of the day, you've got to realize now, how did we get here in the first place? We are part of a big system that crashed into each other many thousands of years ago. It's called the cleansing, where the earth will be re-cleansed again. There is so much evidence of a pole shift that's happened before. A huge pole shift has occurred before. You can see the evidence in the mountain rocks, where the water has gone so high up to the mountains. There's been huge events in the past. You can see the huge craters on Earth, and also craters all over the moon. So something in the past, which I believe to be Nibiru and the moons, had pelted our celestial bodies, causing mega amounts of destruction. Our sun at the moment is going through a situation where it's going through a solar maximum, but there's evidence that the coronal holes are getting bigger. Something out there is causing this. for our sun to tilt, for all sorts of problems that are being caused up there in space right now. There is so much damage being done out there, and we haven't a clue of what's going on. But government and scientists that are keeping track of this situation, they are, and they know when and where. I believe the powers to be do know when it's going to come. They have built them underground cities for many, many years now, a long, long time, taking care of themselves, taking our money, our taxpayers' hard-earned cash, to build those expensive-looking bunkers with those fast speedline rail interlink systems that travel through to different parts of Walmarts and things. I mean, it's all being done, and it's all been slammed now. It's all gone quiet on the internet last year and the year before in the summertime. It was coming out. It was being leaked out about the underground bunkers and also the cities and what was going on. But now it's all been hushed down. You have to remember that basically there is something going on. You can't doubt that now, because at the end of the day, you can clearly see that the skies are changing. I go out every day and I look at the skies and the stars, and I can see that there's something very strange going on with the whole system. There really is a problem. The Orion's belt up there in the skies is tilted at a wrong angle. The moon is a wrong shape, size, and the wrong colour. The colour in it, I've never seen that before in the whole of my life. The orange tint and these strange clouds covering the moon like a blanket of chems. Something up there is going on. Earth's magnetic field is weakening. We're being pelted by these solar flares. They are huge. But still the government and the powers to be are not putting it out on the internet. They're not reporting it. But you can see if you just look in this, up the skies, and you can see what's going on. The big picture is out there. Don't be fooled by media. The media are controlling everything. They control the whole system. Now also in the summertime I was going out and looking at the stars and basically seeing what I can catch. I have seen a lot of other objects up there. At a split second or 2 or 3 seconds, a flash, a strange colour in the sky, and it disappears. Like a sun on the horizon moves to the left very fast and disappears. I've seen objects that have moved up into space. 2 objects that have split in half and just disappeared into space. And I have not got a clue what I saw, but I saw it. The thing is, though, basically, is catching a camera and setting it up and then trying to video these objects is very hard. So putting them on time lapse and recording the skies, so important to be able to check and catch objects up there. Been doing this now for about 2 years on and off. And what got me involved with Nibiru is basically I've looked at other channels and things, and I just know that there's something going on up there, something strange going on up there in space. I go in the garden and I relax and I lie down. It all started when my grandfather introduced me to showing me the stars. At a younger age, we used to look at the stars, the moon, also the early morning sunrise. Now, observing them stars back then in the 80s, early 80s, things have definitely changed. The skies have changed. And they have started to change even more in the early 2000s. I have never seen these colours before, these reds, blues, creams, very strange colours. even greens in the skies. When we get a storm, we've got this thick colouring and orange clouds, as if there's something glowing in the clouds. It's just very strange. So basically I've seen some very strange objects, and I've said before on a few messages, and I've explained it before to people, that basically on mid-October I saw a huge yellow orb-looking object with a round ring round it. Now the thing is, it was red, and it was up there coming up from south of the skies about 11 o'clock in the evening, night time, and it just turned up. I was looking at the stars for weeks at the same point, at the same angle, facing east for weeks. Basically I've got in my old house I had a back room with a French window, sort of like an opening, and I could sit on the veranda and just basically look at the stars with my binoculars and telescope, and it was fantastic. I mean, especially at 2 a.m. in the morning, on the left side you could see northeast, you could see the stars so brilliantly. It was just like going into a different world. It was just amazing to see all them stars. Anyway, going back to that object, it was travelling as the Earth's orbiting. It was travelling to the north from south to northeast, and basically just blew me away, because I'd never seen that before. And I also looked on the planet charts, on the solar system chart, and there was nothing that should have been there. So I kept studying this and watching the object. It was getting brighter every night. And then basically this carried on right till April, and I explained this to other people on channels and through emails in 2015, and it disappeared in April. So the thing is, I don't know where it is or what's going on with it, or it was very strange, because when I was zooming in on that, it was moving. You could see a lot of darker objects behind it. And also I've seen UFOs. They're definitely genuine, they're definitely real. I've seen objects up there. Very huge, glowing, and then they dim. They basically very dim at first, and then they just glow, and then they dim again, and they go through the sky. They move through the sky. Crazy thing is, though, when they do travel through the sky, they do it in sort of like they move in a crazy way. They actually move as if they're gliding on the sea, you know, like a speedboat. They sort of like jagged, sort of as if they're being pushed. It's a very strange sort of movement of their movement is very different from just an aeroplane that's going through the sky. It's sort of like it's if it's surfing the sky. It's strange. And basically what it is, about an hour later, after observing, keeping your eyes to the skies, an hour later, the same object is going through that same motion in that same line of what the first object went through. And it's as if it was like a recording of what I saw. Now, that really blew me away as well. I mean, as if it's going through a portal, I don't know. Because they do disappear. They go through the sky and then they disappear. As I said, some basically just disappear in the vastness of space. You can see them fading off. So they are definitely there. I have seen them for myself. And basically I moved to another place, another house, a bigger house for the kids' family, and I was still observing the skies at night time. And through the summer period at night time, I would look up to the stars, and I would see these objects again. These objects up there, these UFOs, I call them. They are glowing balls of light that dim, and then they basically brighten up as they move. I don't know if they know that we're watching them, and they're sort of like signaling to say that they know that I'm watching. I've even had one that was not so high, I would say about 3,000 feet high, that basically moved through the sky and then disappeared. Sort of like switched off its lights, I don't know, but the thing is, they're there. They know, I believe, maybe that they know that they're being observed, but basically I've seen these objects do this all the time. And also they must be coming from some other star systems I've noticed as well up there, and they basically come out through these star systems, through the skies, and disappear into other star systems. I mean, what's going on? I know what a meteorite looks like, or an asteroid, or satellites, or the International Space Station and things like that. I know the way they go through across the sky. I know what helicopters look like and other of our known aircraft. But these objects move completely differently, and they're way up in the sky, and they look different as well. They don't have flickering lights or known lighting on their vehicles. These objects are just balls of golden light that basically move across the sky peacefully and very fast. They can move very fast. They pick up speed. They actually they move slowly, and then they pick up speed and disappear. And when I saw these objects, I believed. I started to believe, and it opened my eyes. Basically, I was very, very shocked. And since then, I then basically wanted to do a channel and wanted to know what was going on. It's a learning curve for me as well to get to see things, you know, that I've never seen before. And also with Nibiru and the system, I believe that these planets that we live on now, Earth and other planets out there in the solar system, are made parts of these the Nibiru system. Now, I know that the sun is in a great deal of trouble right now, and I know that the military are spraying our skies to stop these huge amounts of solar flares from attacking our power grid. Now, one day, it could happen at any moment now. We are in a situation where the power grid can go down very, very easily. And these beings up there, they know this situation could happen at any point now as well. Now, last year, I saw chemtrailing going on. Okay? It was about October of last year, and I noticed planes, chem planes, with these other objects behind it, behind the planes that were spraying the skies. There were small black balls, objects, okay, and they were basically behind the planes, and they were chemtrailing too. Now, what were they? I do not know. And I zoomed in and looked, and they were very strange looking objects that were basically the sun was beaming on the planes, and you can see the metal shining off the sun, but these black objects behind these chem planes, just a bit lower, weren't reflecting off the sun. There was no reflection off the from the sun to these objects. Very, very strange. And I've seen 2 or 3 of these objects that have been chemtrailing, but they spin around, they sort of like make a curly sort of effect in the sky of these chemtrails and disappear. Gone. I don't know what they are, but they look very, very strange. I mean, the thing is, this has been going on right under our noses for many years now. And it only basically, I've been woken up to, you know, the situation for about 2 years now, and noticed the chemtrails have been getting much more heavier from last year. And the only possible reason that I thought the chemtrails, why the chemtrailing, is Nibiru, the system, the binary twin. Now, the thing is, I've seen all this activity now and all the redness in the skies, and I've been out in the field in the summertime, putting my camera up to the skies to see if I could find anything, to see if there's anything strange at the skies. But I've noticed the moon has been acting strangely for a year now, moving very slowly and very low in the skies. It takes different patterns in the skies, and also sometimes it seems to be moving as if it's like a balloon. It's just strange. It moves back and forwards and very slightly. But I spoke to a kind subscriber, and he says that it's not us. It's us that's moving back and forth. It's not the moon, as the Earth is wobbling and tilting right now because of the pull of the Nibiru system, the magnetic field. No, I'm not no clever scientist or somebody that's been researching this for lots of long years. I'm just me, Matthew, that's just basically wanted the truth like all of you do. Now, I have basically been out there looking at the skies, and that day on the 25th of July 2016 in the summer, around about 8:30, 8:45, I saw the system, I saw Nibiru on the horizon. The sun was up there to the left hand side and Nibiru was there at the 5 o'clock position. Before that though, I would say in 5 months prior to that, I saw a very strange red haze in the clouds. And it got stronger. This certain part of the sky, it got very, very strong, and then it disappeared. So these reflections are coming in from the system, you know, and being observant, as an observant person, you can see differences in the skies in the system. You know, we are living in a situation where the government are not saying anything to stop the mass panic. They don't want people to get up and start screaming and getting all het up, and also for them to lose control of our money, their tax-paying system. They don't want to lose control. They've been getting away with it for years. They know that the system is here. They know it now. They send up people up there to observe the skies, and also sending up satellites. I mean, they sent that the Kepler telescope. They put that up there. The only reason why they put the WISE telescope up there and the other telescopes is to basically search and basically track to see where the Nibiru system is. And they found it. They found it years ago back. They just wanted to track to see what's going on. It's here. It's here now. The system is here. And we are getting closer and closer to the truth of what's going on. We all know now it's all here. Everything is here now. And the dimness and darkness as well of the skies. This has only been recent that we are getting very much darker. Is it to do with the Earth slowing down? I don't know. I've looked at some other channels and looked at some books about the Earth's rotation is slowing down. Now, I also looked at another situation some time back about a scientist that basically explained that the Earth is not orbiting, it's just rotating, it's not orbiting the Sun because of the Nibiru system that's basically stopping it from orbiting right now. Can this happen? I don't know. I mean, the thing is, at the moment, there's only one web page that's out showing that information. I'm sorry I haven't got the scientist's name, but I'm going to look into that and see if I can find that again. But I just remembered I noticed that on a web page last year. There is some strange things going on, isn't there? And we're all kept in the dark, aren't we? So I'm trying to collect in my head of all the things that I've noticed and what I've gone through since researching through the channel and things. I mean, the sun and this redness as well in the skies, it's all evidence, and they are spraying the horizons every single day. This isn't to do with geoengineering or changing the weather. This is to hide the truth. There's many things that we don't know about that the government are hiding from us. I mean, they've got that TR3B craft, haven't they? they don't want us to know about that, you see, that technology. They're 30 to 40 years ahead of us. We're using old technology to them. Anyway, so it's just basically, I still observe the skies. It's been very cold here in the UK. As it gets a little warmer, I'll go back out and observe the skies. And also I'm going to take a new turn to it as well, because I'm upgrading my camcorder. So what I'll be doing is, in the summertime, I'll be going out places at night time, and you'll see me on the camcorder. You'll see me, I'll film myself, and also I will be then zooming in on the stars and the system, talking through the videos, see if we can collect and catch anything that's strange up there in the skies. So it'd be very much raw footage, but you'll hear me on there, and we're just basically going to collect more information as we go. We're just going to keep going, aren't we? Because we all know that there's something strange going on right now. There is a big change going on right around us, all around us now. You can feel it, can't you? And also as well, like during the summer period here in the UK, when the sun was coming up above the horizon, I was getting very edgy. I don't know, the word is, felt as if I was being fried. I don't know. I mean, it's as if there's some sort of electrical pulse or something that's coming from the sun, or the binary twin. There's something that's up there that's basically causing us to be affected by this. So, I mean, it's just that we just carry on and just seek out for the more of the truth, because I'm just telling you this from the heart, and I'm being totally honest with you of what I've seen up there in the skies, and this is why I'm carrying on. Not here to make any money out of this, or stick adverts up on the channel, or I'm just basically want to research and just carry on. I'm no clever Jack. I'm just me, you know? And if I just be myself and just be normal and just carry on, I've made mistakes, I admit to that. I've made mistakes. But I'm here now, as I say, to just basically be as truthful as I can. And we're going to have some great footage coming in the summer, when the summer period comes and we can get some clear shots of the skies. We'll get some great footage out there for the viewers and subscribers. And also I said as well, I'm going to be buying a drone with a camera on it, so I can fly at high altitudes with that, so I can actually take it up in the air and basically get some footage of the sun, and also see what's going on behind them chemtrails on the other side. See if I can try and control it. I hope I can, because I've had one before and it flew over several houses and I lost it. 30 quid well not spent. Anyway, so thank you for listening to this short documentary, and I will get back to you again shortly on another video this evening on the cams. I'm going to try and have a look at them Mexico cams again to see what we can see, because it was very interesting what I saw as well with that volcano cam. I mean, the thing is though, I mean, it's so evident now, these red shades, these red reflections are coming in so much harder now every single day, and the clouds are lowering to the floor. It's so evident that things are completely changing now. Just crazy times ahead, isn't it? So I'm going to go now, so respect to every single one of you, and I will come back to you again shortly from Matt Rogers. Government and the powers to be don't want it to come out. Now, I have also seen other celestial bodies up there, and objects moving across the sky at night time. These objects are basically, I believe, that are being controlled by other beings up there in the vastness of space. They are huge interstellar starships that are about 2 light years away from us, that orbit around our solar system, our planets, and they're watching us. They know that Nibiru is coming in. They have seen this time and time before, of the Earth's changes, and also the Martians being on Mars. The Nibiru system had scraped past Mars. Now beforehand, they evacuated Mars. This is what I believe, and I've read a few books on this as well. There is so many things that we don't know about our universe. There is big, huge celestial bodies out there in our solar system that's been knocked off course by the Nibiru system. Wormwood is real, acts like a comet, and is huge. It's the worrying object that is heading our way. We're all part of the Nibiru system, and it's just basically finding out for the truth. Because when I started doing the channel, I searched and tried to get my head around it, where I was thinking, is this real? Is it not? But the more I was researching, and the more I was seeing these other reports coming in, I was taking snippets. I was reading in between the lines of the conversations, and it just totally blew me away to realize that there is some truth about this. Yes, of course, government and NASA are not going to say anything, are they? They will deground everybody. They will put them down and make them look like they're just where it's going through a solar maximum. But there's evidence that the coronal holes are getting bigger. Something out there is causing this, for our sun to tilt, for all sorts of problems that are being caused up there in space right now. There is so much damage being done out there, and we haven't a clue of what's going on. But government and scientists that are keeping track of this situation, they are, and they know when and where. I believe the powers to be do know when it's going to come. They have built them underground cities for many, many years now, a long, long time, taking care of themselves, taking our money, our taxpayers' hard-earned cash, to build those expensive looking bunkers with those fast speedline rail interlinked systems that travel through to different parts of Walmarts and things. I mean, it's all being done, and it's Good afternoon, everybody. It's Matthew, and it's 4:06 p.m. here in the UK on the 29th of the 1st, 2017. And I just want to go through things that I've seen in the skies. And also I've had reports and also emails of other people that have seen these same objects up there in the skies as well. We all know the sun is in big trouble right now. It's burning twice as hot because we are in a binary system. Nemesis, the sun's evil twin, is here now. It's so evident in the skies, the red haze on the horizons, the strange clouds that we see up there in the skies as well. These chemtrails that are spraying our sun every single day. The military, the government, they're all at hiding the binary system. Nibiru is very, very real. Liars and dreamers. Well, at the end of the day, you've got to realise now, how do we get here in the first place? We are part of a big system that crashed into each other many thousands of years ago. It's called the cleansing, where the earth will be re-cleansed again. There is so much evidence of a pole shift that's happened before. A huge pole shift has occurred before. You can see the evidence in the mountain rocks, where the water has gone so high up to the mountains. There's been huge events in the past. You can see the huge craters on Earth and also craters all over the moon. So something in the past, which I believe to be Nibiru and the moons, had pelted our celestial bodies, causing mega amounts of destruction. Our sun at the moment is going through a situation